Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Okay, usually we have our special guest on Thursday here in the character room, and for those joining us for the first time, welcome. This is Character Room Africa. It's a space where professionals come together to learn how to lead better, to build character, and improve on their values, and hopefully by the time we have 100 Nigerians who are ethical or who are great leaders, they will start shaping other aspects of the countries, whether it's leadership, whether it's education, whether it's technology, whatever it is. But we are grooming leaders who would shape the course of this nation in a better way and not politicians. So we are hoping that this platform is doing that. And so this month, we are continuing on our building skills. And because as leaders, we need skills, we don't want leaders who did not go to school. We don't want leaders who do not, even though you did not go to school, but you're educated. Education shouldn't be by the four walls of the school. We want leaders who have capability, who have competence. It's not just having money or having access to becoming a leader, a politician, or whatever it is, but do you have all the necessary skills? Can you feed yourself? Can you take care of yourself? Can you, use your critical mindset to make decisions? And so throughout this month, we are exploring building skills that will help us become impactful leaders. So, and the essence is that we learn and we coach other people. So here in the character room, we share freely. We give freely and we receive freely. The more you give, the more you receive. And that's one thing with knowledge. If you want to learn more, teach more, because by teaching you are gaining more knowledge and you are becoming more exposed to that stuff. So teachers are the best learners. So for the good teachers, there are teachers who are on how do I say it now? But for a good teacher, the more you teach, the more you learn. So today we have Augustina, who is a character champion. Usually Fridays we reserve it for character champions, but this week we have a swap, and so Augustina will take her place, and tomorrow she will come, to help us summarize the whole thing around building a global classroom that ends makes you earn in dollars. So Augustine, yesterday we had Vicky who shared with us around teaching adults and making dollars globally, and it was really a deep session. Like, she just went all in. If you were not here yesterday, the recording is on YouTube, so you can go there and watch it. And we can also share it here in the chat. Please share with other people, invite other people here. It's a professional space. So once you're a professional, once you are working, you can't be here as well. So we are going to go deeper today, just looking at how do you teach children and earn in different currencies. So it's not only dollars we want to earn from, we want to earn pounds and euro. We want to earn all the currencies in the world. And that's why Augustina is here to guide us through. We are not going to do loads of introductions because on Friday last week, she was here with Vicky. They had the session. So we've read her bio. They took a session, but it wasn't deep. So because of time, the two of them had to share 1 hour, which wasn't enough. So today she has all her time, to teach us. And we are not closing at 8. We are closing when she is done. So if you have any reason to drop off at 8, please go ahead. All right, everyone, with all the best emojis, let's welcome Augustina Arome as she takes us through how to teach children and earn in dollars. Over to you, Augustina.
Thank you, Flora. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are we today? I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. I consider this a privilege. I don't say a deep sacrifice. Thank you, Flora, for helping me make that sacrifice. I actually left work at 6 p.m. yesterday so that I can at least clear half of my table before so I can have time this morning. So thank you for that. So I want to get an emoji if you are fully awake this morning because I saw somebody lying down on her bed. So if you are fully awake this morning, can I get your best emoji? Because we are learning how to teach children. So for you to teach children, you should be fully awake, right? Mr. Jonathan, my hairstyle has not changed. Okay, I'm not seeing any emojis. You need to be fully awake. Fully awake, fully awake. I'm not seeing anyone. People are not dropping their emojis. Or you can't hear me. Can you all hear me? Because it
Yeah,
look
we
like
can hear you. We are sharing the emojis.
okay, okay. Yes, okay. So as usual, I always like starting any of my sections with a game. So who is ready for a short game this morning?
We are radio. We need to start winning this game.
Okay, so we are going to be playing a memory game. I'm going to read out the instructions before I start it. I don't want us to read the instructions from the screen because it's very tiny. So it's a memory game. They're going to show you a picture and give you a few minutes to look through that picture. So once you're done looking through, the questions will start popping up. So make sure you look at the pictures clearly, very well before you answer your all the questions. So if we are ready, I go. And we have to be very fast too. So here is the first picture. So please look at it properly before we move on. So first question, there is a dog in the picture. True or false?
True.
True. Are we sure?
Yes.
Okay. Let's find out whether it's true. False.
Not true. I didn't see a dog, Arome. I said you manufactured it.
Is
No.
it?
Let me go back. There are two glasses on the blanket. True or false?
True.
Okay. Let's see if that's correct. Yes, there are two glasses. Okay. Next question coming up. There aren't any animals in the picture. True or false?
False.
False. False.
So I didn't see you. It's human beings that I saw.
The cat.
There is a cat in the picture. Okay, this is the second picture. So look at it while very well. Then we go through the questions. Can we move on now? At least this should be enough time for us to look at it. Okay. Okay. Questions are coming up right away. There are 5 people in the picture. True or false?
True. It's
True,
true.
True. True.
true.
Okay. Let's see if that's correct. True. Yes. Very correct. Okay. Next one. There are 2 kids playing soccer. True or false?
True.
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 Okay. Mr. Jonathan, you're fully awake now. There is a
Uh-huh.
girl riding her bike. True or false?
False.
That's false.
Okay. Let's see if that's correct too. False, yes. I think this is the last question here. I don't want to go. Okay, the next picture. Let's just take two from here. Let's just take two questions from this picture. Then we'll
Okay.
move on.
Skating.
There are two dogs in the picture. True or false?
False.
False.
True.
False. False.
It's true now.
True. It's true now.
False.
Let's
There
find
is a
that
There's
golden
one.
one
and
dog and
bird.
one man.
It's
It's
Hey!
true. There is a pink butterfly.
I
True
didn't
or
see
false?
you.
it's
I
False.
green.
didn't see that. False. I didn't see that.
Like
Which one are we going for? True or false?
False. False.
False.
You didn't see a
Okay.
butterfly.
there is a butterfly. There is nothing.
Yes, it's actually a yellow butterfly. There is a woman riding a bike. True or false?
I
False.
thought,
False.
I thought somebody skating. I don't know whether it's a man or a woman.
No, it's false. It's reading.
Okay, false. There is a woman riding a scooter. Okay. Okay. I think I'll stop here. That was just to go all the way down. Okay, so games are ways of making us come up and get us ready for any webinar, or it's online, so you can easily lose interest. I want to start by saying thank you to Vicky. Let me share my screen. Thanks to Vicky for yesterday. That was really a powerful section. I really learned a lot. You know, I don't teach adults, so I teach children, but I used to think that adults are the hardest people to teach, because I run two programs currently and I see what my lecturers go through teaching me that adults online. So most times I just be like, I don't think I prefer to teach children, because in education there's something they call tabula rasa. A child is born with the brain empty. So you are the one that will fill in what you want there. So I prefer to teach children because it depends on, I have time to fill in what I want. And that's why it's very important as parents and teachers that we fill in the right things in children. But imagine an adult who is already 20 something, 30 something, 40 something, 50 something, trying to learn. That's why we use unlearn, relearn for us as adults. So character molding is not easy. So kudos to Vicky if she's on the call. Thank you so much for that yesterday. I picked one or two things there. It was really an interesting section. So today, I pray God will help me. This is going to be purely practical, a whole practical section, and it will be nice if you can practice along. Yes, that would be what will help you remember. And thank God, since we are streaming live, you can always go back to YouTube to watch it, because it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Most of the tools you have to keep practicing over and over again to get used to them. So today we are looking at teaching children online to earn in foreign currencies. I just put up this slide so it can guide me, or anyone I pick will go to the practical section immediately. So we cannot see my screen, right?
We can see your screen,
Okay. So
except it's not in. Okay, I don't know if it's in slideshow right like this, because we can still see the.
It's not.
oh,
I don't think it's in presentation mode, though. It should be on presentation mode for greater legibility and all that.
okay, please let me go back and see if let me take it back. I think yes. Okay, let me present again. Present full screen. Okay. Okay.
If you go
See
back,
now.
when are you coming again? You are refreshing or you are going back? When are you coming again?
Is it in full mode now? I don't know.
It's still
Not
coming.
showing yet.
Not showing yet.
Not showing yet. Okay. Let me share again. Okay, so Google Meet is not like Zoom that you can actually be seeing. So if I leave here, I won't see what I'm sharing. Okay, I think it's coming up now. How about now? But it's not in
No,
full
I think it's in
presentation.
presentation mode now. It's in presentation mode now.
Is
Put
it
it
okay
in
like
present.
Yeah. But are you
if
able to
Or you
I
can
increase
still
the
put it in present, like that button up, presentation
yes,
button,
okay. If
because
I
you
put
did
it
it
in
through Canva.
uh if
So,
I if I put it in present, okay, I'll be out of Google Meet. So I'll just it will help me. Let me know.
okay.
Okay.
You are still here. Good. It's fine now.
Okay. You know, I
Yeah,
wanted it the other way, so I can easily go back to any other page I want to share. But
it's
let's
fine. Do the
okay.
one that works for you.
Okay. Okay. So what to know about teaching children online? You know, teaching children is quite different from teaching adults. There are things you should know first before you think of going into that line. And if you know you can't meet up, there are other things you can also do there. You can also choose to teach adults. Okay. Firstly, you need to understand the cultural and societal differences. If you say we are teaching children to earn in foreign currencies, that means that these children are outside the country, right? So we need to understand the cultural and societal differences. For example, in Nigeria, we have a culture of strict discipline, though currently it's being changed somehow. The last time I came, I said you must be able to endure because a child can just come up and say anything to you. So you just have to take it and pass by, you know, come back later and address that. So you also have to understand where they are, things that happen there. There are some, like most of my learners, there are um um there are some things I can't say to them because over there is strange. Okay, imagine the first learner I had. I'll share some of my experiences so that you know that it's really hard work and many things go on there. The first learner I had doesn't take corrections, no matter how hard you try. So one of these days he told me my teachers do not correct me because they feel like correcting me will make me feel bad. So you see, so you coming to tell this child that okay, you need corrections and this and that. The child is telling you, no, I don't think there is a need for me to, be corrected. Allow me to make my mistakes and move on. If it's wrong, just leave it like that. If you don't say anything, or if you don't give me a thumbs up, or if you don't tell me good job, superb, awesome, amazing work you're doing there, then that means I didn't get it right. Allow me to figure it out myself. So you can imagine teaching that kind of child. To change the mindset of that child is not going to be easy. So that's why the first thing there is patience. You need a lot of it. I wrote it there in red. You need patience, a lot of it, especially if you're teaching children. Okay. Vicky was saying yesterday, it's not actually nice, not also so good to have children 3 years old being taught online. Yes, it's true. But there are 3-year-old that are like adults. I once did a trial class for a 3-year-old child. I was skeptical too because 3 years, that's 3 years, that's the child is too young, but I hopped on it anyways. But the child performed very well, very, very well. It was really awesome. But we couldn't continue because the time, the mom was quite busy and all that. But as a tutor online, know your boundaries. Currently now I can't take any 3-year-old. I can't because if you must take a 3-year-old, you should. I can't because if you must take a 3-year-old, you should be a super active person. Super active because you're gonna dance online. Yes, you're gonna sing rhymes. You shouldn't be sad when you come online because those children are very sensitive. So you need patience, mind your use of words, okay? You don't go there and say, Shebi, you get. You understand is good. Okay, you understand is right. Which other Nigerian words do we usually use? I'm trying to figure out. So all those things, it shock you. No, 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 no. Mind what you say. There are some things, even if a child didn't get what you're teaching correctly, you can say, oh, this is not so right. Okay, can we do it this way? Don't say, ha, you failed it. Bad. Like we do in Nigeria, wrong. Zero. Please you have to mind your use of words because they are very sensitive, coming from the area where they found themselves in. Then you should not be easily irritated. Seriously, children can get you irritated when you're teaching online. It's not only physical classroom. Like, you might be working so hard to get this thing into this child, and all of a sudden the child starts misbehaving in the class. So you just have to know how to manage the situation. You must be firm but friendly. Okay, you must be firm but friendly. Okay, there's something I always tell my learners: correction is part of life. I always start with a pep talk. Correction is part of life. It makes you not fall into mistakes that people have made previously. It prevents, there's a way you speak to their emotions, get them to do what you want to do, but at the same time have your rules, okay, but not too rigid. Build relationship with the child, then the parents. Very important. If you're teaching children, the children will be the ones that will be blowing your horn, not even the parents. The child starts first, then moves to the parents. So you must make sure that you have a good relationship with that child, because it's the child that will tell the parents how good you are. So if after a trial class, a child say they don't like you, of course, the parent is not going to subscribe. So build a relationship with the child, then understand the specific curriculum. Why I put this here is because somebody asked that question yesterday. How do you know the different curriculums? We'll get to that point. So understand the curriculum of the country you're teaching: UK, US, Canada, Asian countries. All of these countries have their specific curriculum, and you can get everything online, free and paid. So popular subjects. What are the popular subjects you teach children? Math skills, literacy, reading skills, mostly jollyphonics. Like, people are cashing out the jollyphonics. They're even teaching parents that are homeschooling their children outside the country how to make use of jollyphonics. So if you really, really want to teach English to children, you have to make sure you do a jollyphonics training. Yes, you can get the materials yourself and train yourself and all that, or you can also pay for others, to someone that is already in that line, excuse me, to train you. So, but you must have a good grasp of this jollyphonics if you must teach reading. Then handwriting, yes, you teach handwriting to children online. Science, yes, but it must be practical. Verbal reasoning, non-verbal reasoning. So verbal reasoning, there are resources for that. There are parents that come to subscribe, and they tell you that, okay, I just want you to teach my child verbal and non-verbal. So that means that they are trying to build critical thinking skills in that child, problem solving skills. So you purely do, there are people that purely do verbal and non-verbal. Then exam preps, okay, 11 plus exam, all these are UK exams. So these are some of the things that people teach children online. Okay, move on. Then you must understand the class naming. Okay, I'm supposed to, under this slide, there's a picture I'm supposed to put up about the different grades, how to understand them. You have to understand the class the child is. I'll send that document to the WhatsApp page. Please, Miss Agnes, remind me. You have to understand US and Asian countries use year one. Nigeria, we call nursery one, nursery two, primary one, primary two, basic one, basic two, all that. USA and Asian countries, you commonly find year one, year two. So when you are having your first meeting with a client, try and find out the class the child is, because in different countries, what they do in each of these years vary. So it's important you know this. That's what will make a parent understand, okay, do you even understand what you are going to teach my child? Then in Canada, we have grade one, grade two, grade three, like that. Then the UK, we have preschool, reception, CAS 1, CAS 2, CAS 3. So that document explains all this. Please, I'll try and send this so that you know each because each of these classes have age range. So most times these parents will not tell you the class the child is. They just tell you, okay, she is so age, he is so age. So you will now know, okay, at this age this child should be in this class. So that's when you now say, okay, your child is in case one. It gives you this like, oh, she understands what she's doing. So when you say, okay, she's 8 years old, she's 9 years old, and she should be in primary one, primary two, they'll be like, we don't have primary here. So that's already a minus for you, that you don't even understand the class that you're supposed to teach. So you should understand the class first. Then video conferencing too. So we're entering the practical section now. Zoom, you must be able, like we're using Google Meet now as our own conferencing tool. So as an educator, find something that you can work with. Now Zoom allows you to do the free version is only 40 minutes, which is good sometimes when you're having a class that needs break. So you can come in 40 minutes and then you go for a break and then come back for the next 40 minutes. But that's not so, I don't know. I don't use Zoom because I can't do 40 minutes. My class is 60 minutes. That is 1 hour. So I do Google Meet. Anything I want to do, I already have an external whiteboard, which we'll get to that part too. So I already have an external whiteboard I use and I'm comfortable with it. And I can also stream with my Google Meet and everything. So, but Zoom is good. So if you can go for the paid version, that's why I wrote most friendly, very good, very interactive, and use it very well. But if you are teaching an exam class, use Zoom. It's very important. So Google Meet is good. Microsoft Teams, okay. There are people that use Microsoft Teams, but I don't use Teams to teach children. I prefer to use Teams to do like a webinar for adults or something. So okay, let me share how we can schedule a meeting on Zoom. Yesterday night I discovered that I had some little issues with my Zoom app on my laptop. Okay, let me see. It's gone out. Okay, share this tab. Okay, let me change. Let me just try and see. But we all know how to set up a meeting on Zoom. So if you are using your laptop, download the Zoom. Just you can go on their web page. I don't know. Can you people see this? What I'm
Yes,
sharing?
yes, we can.
Okay. So you sign in. I had to change my password yesterday, but let me try. Let me try. I was working on it, but it was giving me some things. I don't know why. So I just want to show us how to schedule a meeting, and if you have multiple clients and you're using Zoom, what how you can also do that. I just hope this allows me to. Okay, let me see. Let me see. If it's open, I'm trying. I discovered that. Okay, okay. Thank God. Mhm. So you see, it has a pricing plan and all that. So let me go to post. It's not what I want. I remember I went through that route and it took me to somewhere I wasn't ready to go to. So let me try and see. So I just want to show us how to create a Zoom meeting. Okay. Schedule a meeting, yes. So let me go down here. So you see, once you create your account, if you don't have an account, you have to create an account. Okay. So you go to this place, we have schedule. So yes, schedule a meeting. So here, okay. So I hope you can see this, please.
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay. So you put the title of the meeting. So let's say the title of the meeting should be the class you are taking. So you can either do Miss Tina's class, or you use the name of the child. You can do Miss Tina's class. Okay, so you set the day. So if it's a recurring meeting, there is a place that you will be given the option to put your, so you can see my duration is just 40 minutes because it's a free version. You put in the time. You can also add description here, like explaining Miss Tina's class, how will I put it? Where learning takes place, fun and awesome, anything you want to put there. So whenever you join the meeting, this is what will be showing under your name. So you can see here, recurring meeting. So that if you click here, it means that every day or at this certain day by this certain time, this meeting is to take place. Okay. So if it does not have any end date, you just pass there. So if you want to add your external whiteboard, we are going to that. You put this. So you put your passcode. Passcode is very important because we know what is happening online now. Anybody can just join. And
I'm not
so,
sure we do one, but I'm not seeing what you are doing. It's just stationed one place.
are you serious?
Like it's just on that Zoom, your activity, whiteboards, but every other thing you did earlier, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. I thought I was sharing. Okay, can we see where I am now?
Yes, we
Sorry.
can where you are now.
Because
Yes.
if I leave the Google Meet page, I can't really. Uh, okay, so this I changed the topic of the class. So it can be Miss Tina's class, or it can be the name of your client. You can just put the child's John's class, John's English class, John math class, anything. Put the time, the date. So I was showing you that. See, because it's a free version, I have only 40 minutes. But if it's a paid version, you can put the duration, then the time zone, very important, because their time zone there is different from your time zone here. So you have to set it, your time zone here, so that whenever is that your time, you log in, the child already knows, so they will log in from their end. So all these ones, you can go ahead if you want to enter the names of the people joining. That's if you have more people, more pupils. Then always use this waiting room. Check this box. It's very important. You know why? You'll be the one to admit the people, especially if you are handling a group class. If you're handling a group class, you use waiting room so that whenever they come online, you admit them. Then enable continuous meeting chats. That's good. Video on, put your video on, participant video on. One thing about Zoom is that you have control over whatever the children are doing, because some children can be very funny, especially when you teach group classes. They will just switch up their video and you now be saying, can you put on your video? Put on your video, and they'll be telling you, my video is on. My video is on. Put on your video. Like I heard one of the tutors where I work was saying something about his group class. Like the child put off his video and started sharing something else on the screen that was outside what the teacher was actually teaching. Like, I don't know, you know, the students are they are very, very, very advanced. So Zoom gives you that control over whatever you are doing. So you save. I don't want to save this. Okay, let me see. If I save it, let me generate the link. So when you save, Can we still see?
Yes, you can.
Okay, when you save, so you can see it has generated that meeting for me, and this is the invite link. So all I do is to copy this link. You copy it and then send it to the parents. So whenever it's time for this child's class, they just click on the link and join. So that's that for Zoom. And for Google Meet, you just schedule your meeting, get the link, and then also send to the parents. Then Microsoft Team, I think, yes, you get the link too. And just so all you have to do is to know how to set up your video conferencing tool so that you just send the link. The link is very important. Most times send the link through mail. Yes, any link you send through mail will always be in that parent's mailbox. So whenever the child needs to join in, so once they join in your class from the first day, tell them to bookmark that page. So when they bookmark that page, all they have to do is they go to bookmark whenever they open their web browser, click on that page, and they come up. So to always tell them is good, because sometimes if parents are not around, the child can't log in. You have to start calling. And most of these parents do remote jobs too, and they're busy. So and most times where they work, they don't allow them to pick calls. So there's no way you can reach the parents if the parents can't pick your calls. So first class, let them bookmark it, and you tell the parents to teach the child to know where it is. They are very smart, trust me. So once it is bookmarked, what they do is when they come on their web browser, they go to their bookmark, click on it, and they join your class. So did we get that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So that's for the video conferencing tools. Very important. Very, very important. Then good. So we go to another practical section, the whiteboards. Now we're talking about whiteboards, whiteboards, whiteboards. Now, whiteboards is just like is an interactive tool for collaborative learning. It's just like a physical classroom board. Okay, we only call it whiteboard because everything is white, but you can change the colors. So we have Microsoft OneNote. This is actually the one I use. I love Microsoft OneNote because it makes me arrange everything that I think there's a noise in the background. I don't know. Is it my end?
No, we are
So
good.
okay. Okay, so I like Microsoft Whiteboard OneNote because it's like a book. Now there is a web version and there is an installed version. So I'm going to show us the web version. That's what I currently use. But most people use the install. That's go to your Microsoft Office, is there. So that's why I said if you're using your laptop, go to your Microsoft Office now. You will see it there, Microsoft OneNote. All you have to do is to activate it the way you activate Microsoft Word. Okay. But if for some reasons my own is not coming up and I have to go back to all these their developers, but I don't have time for that. So I use the web version and I'm going to show you how it is. Okay. I already have an account there. So if I say let me go back to the beginning, I don't know if I'll be where I saved that password or something. But okay, let me just show you. I'll share it now. Okay, share this tab. Can you see my Google page?
Yes.
Okay. Then also before I go on, I want to say something about Google page. Now, if you want to use Google Meet, on your browser, you see these 9 dots here. These are all Google tools. All Google tools. Like Vicky said, she makes use of Google tools a lot. These are all Google tools. So you don't have to go far. There's Google Slides. You can do your slide. Google Docs here. Then you have the Google Meet app here. So Google has made things super easy for us. Okay, so that's a quick one. Then if you look at this place, I have this N. continue. This is actually, my own is already saved here. But if you're using the web version, just type Microsoft OneNote. Please, I hope we're practicing too. Microsoft OneNote. So Microsoft OneNote, you click on it, it will bring you here. You open it. I think my own might take us straight to my page. Okay, now if you open it, if this opened like this for me, I hope you can see my own. This opened like this because I already have an account. Now, if you open it from your web browser, the web version, you must create an account. Or you have a Microsoft account already because it's a Microsoft product. Either you have an account with Microsoft, you just sign in because it will ask you to sign in, or you create the account. Now, here we have notebook. You can see my notebooks. So Microsoft OneNote arranges just the way a notebook is. That is how this one is. Arranges everything in notes. So I'm going to go to new. For the purpose of this class, I'm going to create a new notebook. So who will give me their name? Let me use and create. So once you are done creating your account, it brings you straight to this place. Just click on new. So someone give me a name. Give me your name. Let me create your name.
Augustina. Augustina.
Deborah.
I cannot use my name again, no.
It's my name now,
Deborah.
Augustina. It's not your name.
Moye, Moye.
Okay, let me use
Moye.
Debbie. Let me use Deborah. Okay, let me use that. So let me create. So you click on create and it creates it. It's creating the notebook now. So give it some time to do that. Shouldn't take long. I want to know what is currently sharing so that let me know if is it showing Deborah notebook.
Yes.
Okay, thank God. So now if you have this notebook is so good because if you have multiple clients, you just know that each of them have their notebooks. Okay, you just put their full name, write their full name. Each of them have their notebooks. Now under I might not finish everything under this Microsoft OneNote because I have to also show you other whiteboards. So please, in your own private time, just like Vicky said yesterday, it's mostly 1% that usually go back to go through it. But please be among the 1% that will go back. It's a very good tool. So this, you see why it's called whiteboard. Everything is white, but I can change the color. So I'll start from this art section. Under this art section, you can add months or the book that you, but I prefer to use months and I create separate books for different subjects. So if this is going to be Deborah's maths notebook, I'll just write Deborah math or Deborah English or Deborah verbal reasoning or Deborah non-verbal, anyone that you are teaching. Then under art section, I will change it to, okay, under art section, I'll change it to, maybe I started her class in July, okay? I started with her in July, so I'll put July. Let me delete this session. So once you delete a section, it's permanently deleted. Now, under section, I've put July. Then under page, this is a new page. If I click on add page, I'll go to another page. Add page, I'll go to another page. So if I come to this first page, so let's use this first page. Let's say I want to teach addition. So on top here, I'll type my topic. And one thing about Microsoft OneNote is that it gives you the date and the time. So, you know, on a whiteboard, you have to write your dates because whenever you are teaching, you must put dates. And I also like this whiteboard because it creates accountability. Everything is there. So when the parents say, oh, my child was not in class this so day, just go to your whiteboard. Ma, please look at it. Your child was in class because some parents can be wonderfully, wonderfully funny. Okay, so ma look at it here, or a parent to say, my child is not doing well in this subject, she doesn't understand this topic, this, da, 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 da. So you can just go to your whiteboard, okay, ma, he's here. Or if you are working for a company, most times they require most times when you're working for a company, the parents might lay a complaint, and then the director of learning might get back to you to find out your whiteboard is your evidence. And I really like this one note because everything is there, nothing is hidden unless you go back and delete it, but everything is there. You just send the link, and if you want to send the link, you go up here that you have share, you copy the link to the notebook and send to the child. But what I do, I'll tell you what I do. This is what I do. I have my own personal whiteboard I use for teaching, and I create another whiteboard for the child. Now that whiteboard for the child is the one I send the link to the parent, and on that whiteboard is where the child does all the assignments, all classwork. So sometimes when I come to class, I put my classwork on my own whiteboard. Now ask the child, oh, the Zoom class we set up is about starting. So I'll ask the child, open up your own whiteboard. Now I am sharing the screen of my own whiteboard. So the child looks at my whiteboard, picks the question, goes to their own whiteboard, and solve the problem there or do whatever activity there. And the good thing about me being the one who created that whiteboard for the child is that I can control what the child does on the whiteboard. So I might not even be like most times what I do with my learners. If we have an activity to do and I've overshoot my time and I have another class coming up. So what I do is I'll tell the child, I am on your whiteboard, because if I'm on your whiteboard, you will see if two people are working on the same whiteboard, it will show up here that you have this small sync status arrow. It will show. So I'll tell the child, I am on your whiteboard. If you don't do your assignments, I will know because I am on your whiteboard watching. So once I log out from the class and join another class, I can still be checking what that child is doing on the whiteboard. I can just type Debbie, sorry. I can just type Debbie, I am here with you. I'm here with you. Just continue. So as the child is working, the child will see this message will pop up. In fact, as I'm typing, it will pop up on the child's whiteboard. So the child will see that, oh, Miss Tina is actually here. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying, or am I too fast? There are many whiteboards. I'm just trying to see if I can meet up with at least 3 of them. So please let me get a thumbs up if you are still with me. I know it's a whole lot. If you are still with me, let me get a thumbs up. Am I making sense or am I just on my own?
You are already
Augustina, what I gather from what you have done is that you try to switch from one tab to another one while
No.
still maintaining currency.
I don't actually switch. It's actually a link. You just open. It's always on your browser. If you are teaching online, your browser is always a busy one. You just click on that child's whiteboard and continue. Your own whiteboard can still be open while you are doing what you're doing. You don't really
That's
have
what I mean by switching now.
Okay.
That's what I mean by switching. You are still active while you are doing something else in another thing. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yes, that's if I'm just saying that's what I actually do in my class. If you want to hold that child accountable, just for the child to know that you're actually watching what they are doing, even though you are not online with the child, like you are not on Google Meet or on Zoom, the child knows that you are there with them. So Microsoft OneNote gives you that opportunity to also do that. So let me go back to Debbie's class. Okay, so this I typed this. This is a text box. I typed it. So, but if I go up here where you have home, insert, draw, view, all these are tools you can use on this whiteboard. So let me start from view. Under view, this immersive reader is very good. You know what? If I type a text here, let me type a text. The immersive reader will read it for you. Sometimes it's good for those teaching English. You can just type your comprehension passage and You don't have to do the reading. You just click on I am a girl. I'm coming. Let me type something. I live in the UK. I love soccer. Oh, they call it football. Sorry, US is. You also have to know the terms, so very important. US is soccer. I love football. I like to eat beef Wellington. It's very popular in UK. So all these things make you stand out when you actually know the child, what the country where the child stays does. It will even help you when you are selecting text for reading for that child, especially for those doing reading classes. You don't go and choose British reading for a child who is in the US. So it's important to understand all these things. So let me stop here and click on immersive reading. So immersive reading is going to read this for me. I'm taking my time with Microsoft OneNote because it's the most popular one. And if you grab a hold of it, you are good to go. And it sustains your work. So other whiteboards I'm going to show you, if you're not using the paid version, anything you learn that day disappears. Unless you change it to a Google Drive, or just to send it to your Google Drive, it will be safe. But once you're out of there, it goes. But for for Microsoft OneNote, everything will always be there when you come back. So let me play it. It will read it for us now.
I am a girl. I live in the UK. I love football. I like to beef Wellington.
I like to eat beef Wellington. Sorry, supposed to have made correction there. I like to eat beef Wellington. Okay, so you see, immersive reader help. You don't have to do the reading. You can just put in your comprehension passage, click on immersive reader, and it reads everything for you. So here you can zoom the page. There's some children that will tell you, I'm not seeing correctly, I can't see, it's too small. You zoom. Page color. So you can, although it's a whiteboard, you can actually change your colors. So you see, I've changed to cyan, blue mists. I always love using purple and pink for my girls. For the boys, I can use blue, green, or any other color. So um I can also use orange. So that's it. Um please please give me a minute. I want to attend to somebody. Please, I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that, please. I'm at work. Okay, so I will show you how to change colors. Now, most people don't change colors. This is my own unique way. I teach children and I'm a visual learner. So I like seeing that where I'm working is so beautiful. So I can go any length to beautify my whiteboard. Is my space. Okay. So I can beautify it to look so beautiful for the child. You can equally ask the child, okay, what color do you want on your whiteboard today? And the child will say, okay, give me pink, give me orange, green. Let's do green today. Okay. And also depending on the mood of whatever we are doing, will determine what color I can change my whiteboard to. If we are talking about an apple, of course, my whiteboard will be red. If it's banana, my whiteboard is going to be yellow. Okay, so just make it colorful. It attracts, children, their eyes eat first, even as adults too. So please, just anything you want to do. Then for those that want to teach handwriting, you can come here, rule lines. Now, if you rule this kind of line, you should know that the child has advanced in writing and can write properly. If you pick this one, I love the way Microsoft OneNote made it easy. The lines are according to the stage of writing of the child. So you can see my whiteboard is ruled. Let me change it to white so that's no color. Good. So you can see it's ruled. Okay. So if it's math that I'm teaching, there is math grid, okay, different sizes depending on the level that child is at the moment. I remember when I taught addition early last, no, yes, last year, I used this grid because I wanted the child to know how to write, separate tens and units and all that. So uh, different grids. So just find out where the stage your child is. Okay, one of my learners, we were on this stage last year, this line, this kind of line writing. But currently, this is where we are. She can write perfectly well on these lines. So let me show you how we also write. Then if you come to draw two, please, am I too fast? I want to get feedback. So I will not know alone or I'm talking to
No, you're
myself.
not.
No, you are not. We are following you. Well done.
Okay.
You're
So
following. You're following.
if I want to write now, if you paid attention closely, you can see that I typed this. This, I am a girl, I live in the UK, I love football, I like to eat beef Wellington. I typed it. So let me delete it. Now I want to write. Now, this is where it becomes tricky. If you are a math teacher and your laptop is not a touch screen, please and please get a writing tablet. I'm sure our guest speaker coming tomorrow will say something about this because she owns a tutoring company. And if she's interviewing you, it's a must. You must have it if you're a math tutor. Because how will you do the calculations? Now, it's easy for me because my laptop is a touch screen. Either you get a stylus pen or you use your hand to write. So when I go to this draw two, under this draw two, this place I have this arrow and this A1 that the road type is where I drop whatever I have picked. Because for whiteboard, if you don't drop it, if you want to do anything on the screen, whatever you're doing will keep writing. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Then this is the eraser, if you want to clean anything. Then this is your ballpoint, like your pen, if you want to write. This is the highlighter, if you want to highlight anything at all. I'll try and see, okay, that I'll open one of my learners page so that you'll see some of how interactive the board should be. Your whiteboard should not be boring. Even if you are teaching English, make it interactive as the child, like what Vicky said yesterday, her first class, the best, as she's asking question, the client is saying something, she's writing it down for corrections later. So is your board just like a physical in the physical classroom? A teacher will keep writing, making references. The same thing for online. So let me pick my pen. So this one, they wrote pen. You see, all of them have names. So when you go and try it out, my pen, I want to pick it now. Click on it. There are different colors. I can also come here and choose other colors. Okay. Me, I personally like using purple to work. Okay, so you choose whatever color depending on, I do my own based on what we are learning that day. Like yesterday class, I used black because I was doing subtraction of fractions. So I used black pen to write. So let me say I want to use purple. Now you can see I've picked my pen. It will change to this circle. Now because my laptop is a touch screen, okay, let me change my view to is addition. So let me change to this. So because my laptop is a touch screen, I can easily write tens and units. 45 plus 27. Now I wrote with my hand. Now let me trying to write with the mouse pointer. It's not going to be that easy, but I can do it so because I've been doing this for a long time, so I can easily find my way around it. But if you are teaching maths, if you are teaching English, you can easily type. You just type. But if you are teaching maths, my own is even perfect, because I've been doing this. So, but for some people, it's quite difficult to use the mouse pointer to write. So please, if you are teaching maths, try and invest in that writing tab. It will help you. So, but I don't like using mouse pointer. I'm not free. But if I am using, I'm writing on my screen, I'm very free. I can equally go and say, please put in your sign. So you can see why it's so easy for me. Now, if I want to write like this using mouse pointer, you know it's not going to be easy. So that's for math. But if it's English, just you can type it out. So this is I'm done writing what I want to write. Then I'll go back and go to drop these two, click on this type here and drop it. See, that circle is no more there. But if I don't, and I want to move my page, or because the page is endless, that's another good thing about it. Page is endless. If I want to drop this, I want to do another thing and say, okay, let me move my page. See, I'm drawing and I'm going. So you have to, it's important, then I can go back and remove it. It's important to draw and then move your page. The page is endless. The more you write, the more you go down. The more you write, the more it keeps moving. So I've never seen the end of Microsoft OneNote page. So that's that for working on the whiteboard for this. I don't know. Should we ask question on this, or we should move on to the other whiteboards?
I think that we can move on to the other stuff. The other mic, but I just feel like you should mention it and then we'll continue with the slides that we can cover a lot and not just on whiteboards.
Okay, that's fine. So the next whiteboard I want to talk about is Kami. I will share. It's already open on my screen, so I'll just share it. Kami is for teaching. It's actually it's a paid whiteboard. Actually, it's for teaching children, and if it's just the same thing. It has draw to where you can just pick whatever you want to draw and all that. Then there's something I forgot to show on Microsoft OneNote. Why I'm taking my time this one is because it's almost the same thing in other whiteboards, just like a little tweak here and there. Okay, let me go back to this whiteboard. Let me show you how to drop. Let's say I have a document I want to drop. Okay, go to insert, click on file, insert file printout. Please, not file attachment. If you have a PDF you want to bring in here, okay, especially for those teaching exam classes, you always have your PDF downloaded on your system. You just pick the papers and start revision. So click on insert file printout. It takes you straight to your okay, let me look for a document. Okay, I have a worksheet. And for children, you mostly use worksheets to teach them. You use worksheets, please. I'll show us where we can get worksheets. So I'm just showing you. So this is a worksheet. I've pasted it on this whiteboard. So my worksheet is pasted. Now there are some worksheets that will carry the name of the worksheet. All you have to do is click on this, on the worksheet, go to picture. You can crop. Then after cropping, you can change the height, width, depending on how big you want it to look. Then, very important, set it as picture. Set picture as background. You know why? If you don't do it, your worksheet will be moving around. So let me go back. See, it can move around. I can finish writing now, and I want to move my page somehow. Everything I wrote will move. I have to start arranging. But when I go back to this picture and click on set picture as background, set picture as background, the worksheet stays. It doesn't move. It stays there. You can see it doesn't move at all. It's there. So please, especially for children that have their own whiteboard, always set their worksheets as background. So that, because most times when they're working on it, they can delete it. It has happened to me before. A whole work was deleted and I couldn't get it back because I forgot to set it as background. So it's important. So let's go back to Kami. So for Kami, it's the same thing. Create your account, log in. Either you log in with your how will you call it? Either you log in with your mail or you create an account. So it's the same thing. Okay. So you just go straight to, when you log in, you see the whiteboard. You click on it, it takes you to a new page. You can change the color and all that. Then classroom screen. I'll share this one too. Classroom screen. Don't worry, I'll share the slide where all of them are. Classroom screen is also here. So you log in, either you log in with your Google account or you create a new account. Once you, okay, let me see if I can log into this one. Log into this one and see. This one is very good for children. Very, very good. You can draw whatever you want to draw there. But one thing about it is that once you leave, everything you've done for the day disappears. So when you come the next day, you start afresh. So if you know that you're just doing a class that, just passing by and all that, can use classroom screen. And okay, so this is it. And it has limited number of screens you can use for the free version. So you know there is a pro version. So this creates new screen. So let me see, where's my new screen? New workspace. I think I've used it once. I don't know if I still have free screens to use. So this is a new screen. You can change the background of this. Can you see what I'm sharing? So you can change the background. You can put a poll here. Yes. If you want the child to answer, like, okay, you give a question, you don't want to type it, you can do it as a poll. These are all the tools, image, text. So all the whiteboards have almost the same tools. So it's just for you to explore which of the tools that you want to use. So it's good that you explore very well. So back to my slides so that I can run. So these are the names of the whiteboards. I showed us Microsoft OneNote. Now there's also Microsoft Whiteboard, but that one is technical, but it's good. So you can, on your own spare free time, you can go through, just type it on your web browser and check all these whiteboards out. This Miro is a paid whiteboard. Then Zoom has its own whiteboard. So when you schedule a meeting on Zoom and you start the Zoom meeting, you will see where you have use whiteboard or share whiteboard, something. So you can actually write on Zoom. I've done that once or twice, yes. You can actually write on Zoom. So these are some of the whiteboards. There are others, so you can also explore. Then where do you get resources and assessment? Where do you get resources? Very important. Then I'll go through them, then I'll show you some. I forgot to put ChatGPT here. ChatGPT is another place you can get resources. I have a bonus tip at the end of this on what you can do with ChatGPT when getting resources. So ISL.com is a British resource site. I'll say it again. ISL.com is a British resource site. So for those of you who want to go into teaching UK children, make ISL your friend. ISL.com, just type it on your browser. And it has a paid version, but if you register as a teacher, I think you'll be permitted to see some things. And then one thing about ISL is that, okay, let me see, let me open that one. I'll just open ISL Twinkle. Yes, other ones you can easily type it. Canva, we all know Canva. You can easily type it on your browser and explore the site. So many things there, so that I can show you how to make a gamified lesson. So I'll share my screen now. ISL.com. I think my own will open exactly to my dashboard because I already have an account there. So this is ISL.com. Can we see the, oh God, it's asking me to sign in again. That's one thing about ISL. We keep signing in, signing in, signing in. I still remember. God. Because I use so many sites, I usually have a place where I write down all this, my username, and because it's a whole lot. But let me just, this is how the interface is. I don't want to go through that, so I'm looking for signing in. Now, okay, now one thing with ISL is that it has broken down the topics for you according to their classes. All the topics is a very good site, and if you have money, just pay for it. All the topics you can see pre-K, so you see the different classes in UK educational system. Pre-K, look at all. If you click on pre-K, you see their math, you see all the subjects they do. Then there is kindergarten. Can we see this? First grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, sixth grade, all of them, all of them. So for that's for math, if you are looking for a math topic. Then language and arts, and sometimes it breaks down these topics into weekly plans for you. So ISL is a very, very, very awesome site for anybody teaching a child in the UK. Please don't joke with ISL. Very important. So go there, look for anything you want to find, anything you want to search concerning curriculum for the UK, okay? I keep stressing UK because that is what ISL is for. Then this is Twinkle. Now, Twinkle is a actually, most of these sites are paid, because if you want to use the free version, you are limited. So, and like I said in the first class we had, they are expensive. I won't lie to you. You must invest in something to get something, right? So what you can do is come together as a group. You can come together as a group and pay. Then use one person's email and password to, like this one, we came together as a group and we paid for it. So it will be expiring in August, and we are planning on renewing it again. So when you come together as a group, it's quite cheap for you. You don't really pay that much. So this Twinkle, you can search for what you want. Now I will do Twinkle twice. Okay, I'll show you how to get worksheets on Twinkle. So let's still do our addition, since we are doing addition. So addition, and see everything has come out. I hope we can see this. So and Twinkle is another site you can use for US, UK, so UK too, yes. US, UK, Canada. You can get worksheets, you can get resources here, and it can help you if you're starting out newly and you don't know how to break down your topics. Twinkle helps you. If I just type addition now, I've seen addition and subtraction, word problems, addition with regrouping, addition within 10, addition of fractions. So you know that under addition, you have more topics to teach. So let me just pick addition. So you can see it has given me different worksheets. Twinkle also gives you PowerPoint in case you want to teach with PowerPoint. So you just go down, it will tell you which one it is. This is a worksheet. So I can use this worksheet for a child of 4 years, 4 years highest, 4 years, this worksheet. All I have to do is to download it. Now, if you're using the free version, you can't download. I can download it now because it's a paid account. So I'll just click on download. Are we seeing this, please? I can't hear anything again. Are we here?
Yes, we
Yes,
have
we
that.
are.
Okay, please. Okay, so you click on download if you have a paid version. You can also zoom to see, is it what I want? It's not what you want, you still go down. There are other resources down here. So the resources, one thing about Twinkle is one topic, different resources. I can start, if I'm starting newly with a child, I can start with this. Then when the child has mastered how to use pictures to do addition, I can move to this other worksheet. Let me open it. This other worksheet now, you see, no more pictures, but we can count. Are you seeing? Or before I move to this one, I can start with this other worksheet, this other one. See, using dots to count. So it breaks down different levels of teaching addition. So I can pick my worksheet based on Maybe on Monday, I do with pictures. On Tuesday, I do with dots. On Wednesday, I go straight to using numbers and my strokes to count. So Twinkle is very good and is very eye-catching. Their worksheets are beautiful. Their PowerPoints are beautiful. Okay. Then it also have games. So if I need games on addition, so I won't come back to Twinkle on games. If I need games on this addition, I can just do addition games. So it has PowerPoint games. Anyone that is pure game, you will see launch. Are you seeing this launch? So once you click on launch, let me do this. So I've launched that game. It will bring me to the game interface. So this is a mental calculation addition. You can see it's very beautiful. Twinkle is really a beautiful site. Twinkle is really a beautiful site. So you can see, very, very beautiful. Are you not feeling it? If you are feeling the beauty of Twinkle, please, let's celebrate Twinkle. I'm not promoting anybody, please. Before YouTube will carry us, but I just like appreciating beautiful things. Okay, so Twinkle is very eye-catchy and beautiful. So you just click let's go and the game plays. So you can also get game here. So you see different types of game under mental calculation. So you work on it with a child. It gives you time too. So 78 plus 77. Who can tell us the answer before our time is up? 150 what?
155.
Okay. Correct. Move on. 72 plus 73.
145.
145. Correct. You move on. 10 plus 11.
21.
21. Correct. So like that. So thank you, Twinkle. Okay, so you see, Twinkle has a whole lot. Okay, there is something I was saying something about virtual reality too. So let me see if I can get a virtual reality here. But most times that virtual reality, it takes time to load. So we call it augmented reality on Twinkle. If you want to show a child the inside of a sun, it brings out everything for you. Let me see if you can load faster. But most times people will not tell you this. Most webinars you go to, they'll just say, Ghana explore. They'll not even tell you that there's so much you can do. So you just be like, okay, it's only worksheet to stop there. There are a whole lot. So if I click on launch, let me see. Most times it takes time to load. That's one thing about augmented reality is good too. But good. Okay, thank you. So if I'm teaching the son, I can take the child through this. It's still loading. So this is the outer surface of the sun. Please, I hope we can see what I'm doing. There was a time I taught English about air transportation, but it's a comprehension under English. I had to go get a jet on Twinkle, augmented reality, and I was amazed because the child was so happy. I think I made a short video of that, how a jet starts, takes off, everything. The child was able to see, and that memory will never leave that child. We all know. You've created a fun memory. So even if you're teaching online, try as much as possible to create memories. Create memories is very important too. I had to capture a picture of one of my learners. She made a painting. She did a painting and wrote my name and said, "I love you forever, Miss Tina." Oh, that touched my heart. The day she learned how to write in cursive, the first name she used in practicing was my name. And she showed me the class. Then the other day she told me, "Miss Tina, I would like you to come live with us." So if you see that I've built that relationship with the child first before going to the parents. So it's very important, very, very important that you build that relation. So we have Twinkle. Toy Theater is a game site too. Canva has loads of resources. can go on Canva, type the worksheets you need. There are many resources on Canva. You can also create your own. Okay, that will be topic for another day. How to create worksheets on Canva is a full it's a full webinar. Google too. Okay, let me show us how to get from Google. I think that's super easy. So we are still working with addition. Okay, let me do comprehension. Comprehension. Okay, let's do CVC. I don't know. Are you seeing my Google page? CVC comprehension. So comprehension worksheet. Please always put your worksheet so that you know what you're getting. Then you go to images. So you can see loads of worksheets. Loads of worksheets on Google. Just click on the one you want to download, take it to any of your whiteboard that you are using, and there you go. If you are still here, thumbs up, please. If you're still here, thumbs up. I'm seeing myself only giving thumbs up. Are we still here? Or I'm all alone. Oh my God. Am I all alone?
Tina, it's time
No,
for
we are
breakfast.
here.
Tina,
Is
it's
it
time for
possible
breakfast.
to let me know that I'm doing at least Abi, I'm not trying. No, I'm not trying. Let me close my laptop and go and face my
Tina,
wall.
Tina, it's time for breakfast.
I think you're not seeing it. We are responding, but I
You
think
are
you're
not
not
just
seeing
see,
it.
you are not seeing what we are doing. We are responding, but you are not seeing what we are doing.
Okay, please, I hope you're also practicing along. It's also help. If you can bookmark some of these sites on your phone or your laptop, you can always go back to them. And I'll share the slide with Miss Agnes so that you can see all the resources there. Okay, that's for Google. So you can always use Google. You can also use ChatGPT. Okay. Can also use ChatGPT. My ChatGPT has been configured to all my learners. So if I just put in a word out of the prompt I use, it already knows the learner that I'm talking about. So it just give me what I put ChatGPT and say, um, I need a worksheet on so topic for this learner in this class in this country. It's very important to put the country so that chat GPT can know what it is giving you. Then you can tweak from there. You can give me 10 questions, give me 20 questions, make it multiple choice, make it this, make it that, whatever you want to do. So chat GPT is also good for that. Then Oxford Owl books. Yes, one of the books that Miss Vicky used yesterday, I think she got it from Oxford. So you can go online. Sometimes they open one thing about you must one thing I want to say is you must be a researcher if you are teaching online. You must, because sometimes this Oxford Owl opens up free. How do it? They do freebies. They can open a window and say, um open a window and say, please, from so time to so time, you can download any book you want free of charge. So you see, if you're not always following them, keeping tabs, you will not know when to down. I have so many books on my phone that I downloaded free from Oxford Owl, and I use it for my UK learners. So YouTube is there. YouTube is free and full of resources. The game we played now was gotten from YouTube. Defeat, just type it on your browser and you type in your prompt what you want. It's just like ChatGPT. Brisk, you can turn a YouTube video to a resource. Magic School AI is there. AI Teacher, Gmind, all these are like ChatGPT. You can just open the page and put in your prompt what you want, and it gives you the resource. And for gamified lesson is a whole lot. Gamified lessons, though, I think I opened one on my browser. I think I'll just show us ICT games. I'll show us how to use that. Playground is why I put in gamified lessons. These are game sites where you can play games. Most especially children, you have to play games with them. Most times, turn their assessment into a game. If you turn the assessment into a game, it makes it more fun. So they are simple to use. Very simple to use. You just put in, sign in, and to give you list of what you want. You go through it. You can also create your own game on the site, and people will be using it. Like this way ground, I have a number game there already. So anybody that wants to play number games, you can see my own there. You open and play. So you just type the site, sign in, and you pick the game you want to play. ISL has games too, or you must have, paid cash. Top Mark, Kahoot. I know how many of us have heard of Kahoot. Kahoot is very common. Even adults use it. Just create your game, share the link. Hello, I heard something.
Yeah, I've heard about Kahoot.
Yes. So Blue Kit is there. Blue Kit.
Augustina, please unmute yourself. I mistakenly muted you. Please.
Okay. So I was saying, we've heard about Kahoot, ISL games, Top Mark. All these are game sites. So once you tap it on your browser, you sign in, you see all the games, you explore. ICT games there too. Twinkle has, I showed you the Twinkle, the game, how to get games on Twinkle. Bluekit, YouTube too. The game we played now is from YouTube. Mathgames.com for math teachers. Shepherd software. I've not really used this Shepherd. All of them here, I've used them except for that Shepherd software. That Shepherd software is for language arts game. I don't know. I've not really opened it to check it, but you can. Word wall too. Word wall you create. Can I find a bookmarked game on word wall? Let me see. Most times I bookmark my games so that I don't have to keep signing in over and over again. Let me just show us that one. The rest we can actually explore. Before I share my screen, let me see if I can get excuse me, please. Okay, yeah, I got it. So you see, this is word wall. Mine has, like I said, I always bookmark my sites so that it's easier for me. So, but if you open wordwall.net, you have to sign in. So this is an activity here I created on unscrambling words. So we learned some spellings, and I went ahead to create this game for us to learn how to unscramble words. So this is the game. We change the interface.
Where you put your clothes.
So you can also, for this one, I gave clue, hint, where you put your clothes. Can anyone tell me what this word is?
Closet.
Closet, okay. So you arrange it. So it's not you that will arrange now. You tell if the child says closet, it's okay. What's the first letter? C. Second letter, L. What's the next one?
O.
Oh, good. Next one.
S.
Good. Now, if the child picks a wrong word, look at what we have, a wrong letter. It will say no. You say that's not correct. Choose another letter. So put this and this. You now say awesome, thumbs up, good job. How we go to the next word like that. So that's how to keep your class interesting. You don't have to, this word. You don't have to always be the one teaching. The child will be bored. Yes. Just make it engaging. All these games, if the child is not connecting with their own laptop or what do they call it, tablets, because some of these games, what I do is I create it, send the link to the child. So as if people are playing the games, both of us are seeing what we are doing. Okay. So, but if the child doesn't have their own tab, or most times to connect through laptop, if they are young, they might not get it. So you be the one to be playing it. The child only gives you the answers. So we can explore all these sites. Then I decided to put this as a tip, because some people will be like, okay, like yesterday, my namesake asked, how can you put yourself out there? Sometimes when you're starting out as an online tutor, to get clients immediately might not be easy. It was easy for me, but for some people it will not be easy. And most times when you go for all these webinars, you just hear make your first $1,000 in blah 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 months. It's a strategy. People that are doing online training for tutors, please forgive me, but I have to say the truth. It's a strategy. It doesn't come just like Vicky said yesterday. It doesn't happen like magic. Okay, you must have put in the work. I must be ready to put in the work. Like someone like me, when I started out as an online, I was still doing this my job. I was a classroom teacher. I was a classroom teacher, and I was teaching early years. So you can imagine shouting from morning till 4 p.m. I'll come back, face home front, then start because I don't teach UK students during the week. I only do that weekends so that I can meet up. I can meet up with time. We are just 1 hour ahead. Ahead. I'll be 1 hour ahead of us. Or sometimes, and another thing is you must know the time difference. It's very important. You must know if a parent says 6 p.m. Canadian time, you should know that they are talking about 11 p.m. Nigerian time. So during the week, I teach Canada and US at night. So you see, you have to put in the work nights. And then during the day, weekends, I do UK. So you must know what you can do. You must not go and say, because Miss Tina is working as head of school and she work in the day, she work at night, she has other things she's doing. I can do it too. Exhaustion is real. Burnout is real. So just know what you can do. If you want to start with only UK, start there. If you're here, before you can diversify according to and know the number of pupils you can handle. Okay. So content ideas for tutors to help you gain visibility. You can position yourself as a thought leader in this. Last time I said you must not have gotten a client before you start putting out your videos. You can just call a friend to help you join your call. You do 15 minutes teaching, capture your video. When you are posting, you just close that part as privacy rule. You can connect your niece, okay, your nephew, just to capture your video and also put it there. When people see this consistently, they will know that. Do they know that you have a client? They don't. You don't know. So those are all the things you can do. So these are content ideas for tutors. You can pick this. Monday, you just share an uplifting quote that motivates parents and learners. Tuesday, educational. You post a practical teaching tip. Like you can share how to make use of ISL, how to log in on ISL, how to get augmented reality on Twinkle. You can also share how to make your class engaging, educative, okay? On Tuesday. On Wednesday, make it inspirational. Share a story. My first online class is a novice. Can share. People want to know. People are venturing into online tutoring, but many people that train them are not telling them the truth. Imagine a tutor joining a class and you are trying to say something and the child says, "Shut up your mouth." Shut up to an adult. Tell me, what will you do? And this is your first class. Will you not say, "Are you looking shut up, you don't have respect"? Shut up is a normal language outside there. Shut up means keep quiet. But in this part of our country, is an insult. That's how we view it. And many people don't know. You can share that. Some of these things people don't tell you. It happens. I myself, I've been in a class, I told people last week, and the learner said she's going to call a police officer for me. Ask me what I did. You just laugh. I've been in a class, child told me that I'm making her feel depressed, that I'm depressed. So, Miss Tina, I feel depressed. I don't think I can continue with this class. What do you do? Quietly end the class. Send a message to the parents. And you will sort it out later. These are stories people want to hear. Like, how do you do this? Imagine you are teaching like KS3, KS2. They are bigger children in secondary school. And the child leaves what you are teaching them and start sharing another game or another site totally outside what you are teaching. and you're telling the child, please go back to your whiteboard. Please, the child is saying, excuse me, Miss Tina, I want to do this now. And you can't stop me. Come and stop me. Are you here with me? You can't do nothing. These things happen. They happen and they will not tell you. Okay? They happen. So people want to hear this. So on Wednesday, you can put it and write how you overcame all these things. Okay. Thursday, you can share a video or a throwback, how you started. Some people share videos of how where their space. They were using one laptop. Now they've moved to two, they moved to 100. As the case may be, whatever. Just joking. Just share something. Okay. Friday fun facts. You can, pitch yourself to the audience, say something fun about your class. Like when I told you one of my learners did a painting and wrote my name. I can share that on a Friday. Like, there was even a voice note she made. I had to capture the voice note. It was so emotional for me. And this is a child that we must fight one day. Her classes are 5 days in a week. One of the days we must surely fight. We will surely fight. But after fighting, you will hear her say, Miss Tina, I share that story on my LinkedIn. You can go and just say, Miss Tina, do you know I'm actually testing you? Can you imagine? I'm actually testing you to know what you can do. So imagine if I had behaved like a typical Nigerian teacher. At the end she said, and you passed my test, Miss Tina. You didn't do anything. You were just cool and calm. I like you for that. See? So the day I shared that story, people started bringing up their own stories too. These things happen. So if you're going into this space, be ready for anything and be emotionally intelligent and ready. On Saturday, connect with other tutors, research, do your CPDs. You can take lessons on Magic School AI. Magic School AI gives certification. You can take lessons on Canva. Canva gives certification. Then on Sunday, faith-based or spiritual posts. This was like magical. I'm telling you, Sunday posts. Just people want to hear about God. That's the truth. They want to hear about God. You can link it to somehow your class. I remember during the Easter, I made a post and I linked it to how teachers work. It was shocking. Like someone said, I never taught Easter in this. I've never viewed Easter in this kind of perspective, bringing it back to the classroom, what Jesus did on the cross, and how we teachers can, someone picked something. You just have to be creative. The teacher, you're a creative being. So this content idea is something to help you. So for demo lessons, why I put this here is because before you start teaching a child, you must have a trial class. Okay, let them know, should we book this tutor, just like Miss Vicky said yesterday, or should I not? And it's mostly 20-25 minutes. Please smile like this. Must smile all through. Oh, you're doing well, even if the child is not writing it well. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you can do better. Then get to know the child. It's very important. Ask the child, how old are you? Although you've gotten those information from the parents, for you to let the child talk. What do you like? Where do you like playing? So many things. What's the name of your school? Who are your friends in school? Name of your teacher. You'll be surprised at what they can tell you. Like my learner has told me something she never told her mom. I had to privately go and ask the mom, and the mom was shocked. So since that day, if the mom wants to get her to talk, the mom will just come to me, please help me ask. And the child will spill everything for me. So get to know the child, be friendly. Can I emphasize that one? Be friendly, be friendly. Anything you must do to keep the class engaged, please. If it's to dance, I have danced in a class before. That boy was 4 years old. He doesn't sit one place. So as I'm teaching, I'm standing. We're counting numbers. We are dancing. We're dancing. 1, 2, let's go, let's go, let's go. 3, 4, they're dancing like this. 5, 6, spin around, spin around. It's a whole lot. So if you want to teach children, prepare. So use videos and games for your demo lesson. Please don't use worksheets for demo lesson. Use videos, use games to grab their attention. Give breaks. It's very important. If the child is hyperactive, can give after every 20 minutes, you just give like a 5 minutes break. Make it all about the child, please. Let it not be all about you. Make it all about the child. Show you can work with the child. Be bold and be confident. Then good internet, capital letters and in red. Good internet is very important. If the internet should break in your demo lesson, that is a no-no. Even for Nigerian parents living abroad, they will even forget that NEPA used to misbehave. They will forget that MTN, Airtel, Glo can do you strong thing. They don't know again. So please, you must have different internet network. If this one switch, you switch to the next one. So I think I'm almost done. Then my final bonus tip is how to recreate a worksheet on ChatGPT. I'll be fast on that. This is one magic I learned and I would like to share with everybody. If you are still with me, say hello, hello, hi, or you give me
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so this is my last tip. How to recreate a worksheet on ChatGPT. So I'll open my ChatGPT now. And I actually made a video on this too. So I'll go to Google. Where are all those worksheets I kept on Google? Let me look for them. Okay, let me just find the worksheets. Okay, let's still do our addition. Since we have started with addition, let me do this addition worksheet. You won't see this one I'm typing, you just see only that Google form coming. So addition worksheets now, for which class? I want to get that. So you might not see this part, but I'll get the worksheet and show you what I want to do. Addition worksheet for kindergarten. So, okay, let me do this one. Okay. I want to copy the worksheets, please. So please, whenever you are writing what you want to pick from Google as worksheet, always indicate the class, the age, and the country is important. So I'll paste this worksheet. Okay, let me write my prompt. Recreate. So I want to write the prompt. Recreate the worksheet below. Recreate the worksheet below to give me other questions suitable for a five-year-old boy in the UK. Make it 5 questions. Okay, let me just make it 5 questions and colorful. I think, okay, let's do, because child is 5 years, so it should. So I'll put the worksheet. Okay, it will ask me to share the worksheet. So I'll share the worksheet now. So this is the worksheet. Then I will send. So hold on. It's going to see how this worksheet is looking. Now look at what chat GTP is going to give us. It's analyzing it. This should not take time. I don't know why it is taking time. So why chat GPT is doing its thing. Another thing is that try and create your resources. All those resources you use in teaching the children. Okay, here it's coming up. Download colorful. So it's taking me to where I should download. So let me download it and open it and see. Okay. It's downloading. So I'll open it so that I'll show you. Okay. It's done. It's coming up. Once it opens, I'll show you. Even if we are taking questions, I'll show you. Sometimes it's okay. I think it should be on my downloads. Okay, so it will. I'll show you how what this worksheet now. It will recreate it. So any worksheet you pick. I don't know. How will I share this now? It has opened on my page, but I know you can't see it. I'm thinking of how I'll share it so that you'll see. Okay. I don't know. Or maybe I will, okay, what I will do is concerning this, I actually made a video. So if it's okay, Flora, I will share that video on the page because I don't know
Yes,
how.
yes,
Yeah,
please.
that video. I made that video where I recreated another worksheet. So if you have a worksheet and it's not giving you what you want, you can ask
Can you
ChatGPT.
screenshot it? And
Is a video. I will send the video to the platform so that we can all see it. Okay, so ChatGPT can help you recreate. Then another thing that makes you an authentic person is that if you do your own worksheet, your resources by yourself, you can sell it. I just put here Safe Teacher. Safe Teacher is a platform. You can just type safeteacher.com, create your account, and you see a place where you sell your resources. So you can sell your resources there and also, get small change from there. So without much ado, thank you and God bless you for my long lecture. I tried to rush, but I said, let me show all the platforms. Will stay here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, please can we appreciate all? Okay, lots of emojis going up. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, lots of things to learn. This particular session, you need to go back. It's so practical. Like you don't have options than to go back to learn some of these things. Okay. We have 5 minutes to 9, but we are going to take questions. So if you have your question, share in the chat. You can still go back um, in YouTube to watch this, check out all the things that she mentioned. Me, I was jotting down, but there are things I couldn't jot down. Even though I'm not planning to teach children, but I think some of these ideas you can also bring it to adults. I use flashcards in my ethics class, and flashcards sometimes said to be made for um, children, but I created mine that I use in teaching 8 principles of ethics. And I think I've showed us that flashcards here. You use it for adults and you see them jumping up and down trying to make meaning out of the flashcards. So you could um, use some of these ideas, even if you're not planning to teach children, you could use some of these ideas to improve your adult class. Sometimes the adult wants to be like children because when they leave their offices and their homes to come for a training, sometimes you just want to be human and be free and not think about any laptop and all that. So these things are very important. Okay, we're going to take questions now. There was a question someone asked, and I want to draw you back a bit. Someone asked earlier. If you have any question, please share in the chat. So someone shared, how do you create whiteboard for your learner? Is that a question? Okay, she said, please, I didn't get it well. How do you create whiteboard for the child?
Okay. Do we have time to go back to that? I actually said there are different whiteboards. It depends on what you want to use. The one I showed you is Microsoft OneNote. All you have to do is go to your browser. I say there are two ways you can use that OneNote. That's what I majorly use. But if I use any other whiteboard, I just um, use it as passing by or something. But Microsoft OneNote is my main whiteboard. Other tutors use, there are different ones, there are paid ones too. So most tutors find what is comfortable for them. It all depends on the whiteboard you want to use. But OneNote, Microsoft OneNote, can be found in your Microsoft Office. You know where you find your Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Excel, all those things. I say check your laptop. You'll see OneNote there. All you have to do is create your Microsoft account and then log in. When you log in, it will show you new notebook. You just click on it, change the name. But if you're using a web version, all you have to do is write Microsoft OneNote on your Google browser. It will bring out the, what do you call it? You click on the first option that Google will give you. Please click that one. click on it, it will take you to create Microsoft account if you don't have. But if you have a Microsoft account, it will ask you to sign in. So all you do is to put your mail address and your password. Then it takes you straight to the Microsoft the OneNote interface. Okay. Let me share this tab. I think the one we did is still open. It will take you straight to the interface. Then what you do is you open the notebook, rename, like this one is Deborah's notebook. You write the name of the notebook and automatically it brings you here. You now explore what you want to do. I don't know if that answered it.
Well, I think so. If the person should have a specific question, you can always ask on the WhatsApp group, and someone will be there to help. And I think that some of these things also, you could check out how to do them on YouTube. But Augustina and Vicky, they are online. They are on our WhatsApp page. You could just throw in a question when they are free. Remember that they are busy people. When they are free, they will respond to the questions. Okay, there's a second Augustina wants to ask question briefly.
Okay, thank you so much for this wonderful session. So my question is, what if you decide that you want to focus on FLN, that's foundational literacy and numeracy only? You don't want to touch other subjects like science, just FLN, teaching children how to read basically, and then just that. Is that possible? Thank you.
Can you still
Because
hear me? You can't hear
yes,
her. Okay, let me just answer. You must not teach everything, no. You mustn't. Just choose. There are people that teach only exam papers. There are people that teach only early years. There are people that take case 1, case 2. Choose what you want to teach. There are people that take only math. There are people that take only reading. So if you want to focus on FLN, then you focus on that. Then you know that your children will be between the ages of 4 to 6 years. So you teach them majorly foundational numeracy and literacy, which involves a whole lot of jollyphonics. So you must have a good grasp of jollyphonics to teach that literature, because that's what foundational early years is all about. Sounds and blending of sounds to form letters, simple reading skills, and all that. So you just, that's your need. So anybody looking for anyone to teach early literacy, early numeracy, they come to you, which is very good. Very, very good. So I think that answers that.
yes, that answered that. Okay, any other question? Is 9:02 and we need to let Augustina go and take care of our children. I think this is the last week of the academic session. Some schools are closing this week, others are closing next week. So a lot of work to be done. Do we have any other question? Okay, I think we are good to go. Someone says, I think what a wonderful class. I can't believe all this knowledge are for free. Aha! They are partially for free and they are partially not for free. Remember what I will always say. You are owing us tight here, but the most important part of this tight is that you're paying it forward. So you learn, you go teach other people. Don't take in all the knowledge by yourself on your own, and then you are not sharing with other people. The most important part of learning is that you give it out, you share with other people. The more you share, the more you learn. So yes, we are getting it all free. And some of these things you would have paid loads of money to learn them, but we are getting it all free. So Your appreciation will be that you go share with other people and you improve yourself as well and prepare for our 30 December. Somebody said something to me yesterday, maybe in December we should have a physical party. I said people are scattered everywhere. How do you bring them to Lagos? They say, I tell them now that they should start saving money to come to Lagos. Well, I don't know if we can do all that, but what I'm saying is that use this knowledge, start earning online, start building, start today, and that's the most important. Vicky and Agostina said something, and I don't know if that should be true for this character room. I pray it's not true in this character room, that is only 1% of the people who learn all these things that will use the knowledge, only 1%. That would be very, very shameful on us. Please, I think God beg all of us, let's just beat the 1% mark and reach 10% of the people who actually acquire this knowledge, using everything to make out something for themselves. All right, thank you everyone, and thank you, Augustina. Like your last words, please. Just something to motivate everyone, and we are out of there.
Okay, I just want to say that you need to be disciplined, because like I said, it's not for the weak. You have to be disciplined and know that you really want to do this. And if you really want to do it, please go for it. Follow people that know how to do it. Make sure that you are involved. Research, and research. Because tools are coming out every day. The one you're using now might be outdated. There is a new one. So please have connects here and there so that you can always be on top of your game. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks everyone, and have a beautiful day. So someone's asked, please, do you have any sites where we could learn Jolly for Leaks and get certification? Does that exist, Augustina?
What you should do is go on YouTube and look for Johnny Phonics training. Then I know there are people that do Jolly Phonics training. There are some freelancers. Then go to your app store, Play Store, or your Apple iPhone store. Download Jolly Phonics. Download Jolly Phonics. It's an app. Download it. Just type Jolly Phonics. Or you send me a message on WhatsApp. I will send the app to you. Download it. Go through it. Learn all. One thing about Jolly Phonics is that you have to learn the movements of each of the sounds. There are 7 groups and there are 46 sounds. They have to learn their movements, the rhyme, how it is phrased, all that. So just get that app. You follow the instructions.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much, Augustina, for sharing all of these free of charge. God bless you and increase your knowledge. All right, everyone, have a beautiful day. Tomorrow we are bringing someone who runs an online platform where you can also sign up and she interview you and you can start getting small gigs. So if you're available tomorrow, please invite other people. She will be here to share more with us. Some of the things that she will share with us, you may not get it free. And she's not here to share things free for us. She's here to just motivate us and give us some tips based on the fact that we've done the practicals. Okay, so please be here. And let's continue learning. Next week, we are going to learn how to use Upwork. There's also something that's else we are learning next week. Lots of learning all through the month of July. And keep growing, and see you tomorrow by 7 a.m. Bye for now.